Hey Capricorn, and welcome to your spiritual messages for the month of January, and of course any of the time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. And if this message does not resonate, please don't forget to check your other placements, because according to the astrology in the sky, you could be resonating with another placement than just your sun sign. Alrighty, also happy birthday Capricorn. I know it's your birth season. And lastly, I just wanted to mention, if you'd like to learn any more information about me, you could just check the description box below. I have my social media accounts linked there. And if you'd like to inquire about a reading, I have my Gmail also there. All right, so other than that, let's just get into the reading. So today I'm going to be doing a general reading, so it's not going to be about love, although love can definitely come into the reading. But that's not the focus here, but if it is, then whatever, you know what I mean. And I'm going to be pulling 3 cards from the Psychic Tarot deck. I'm going to pull the card of your current energy, your challenges, and what you need to know. And then we'll just take it from there. All right, Spirit, what messages do we have for Capricorn and the collective? All right, let's hope I do a good job of shuffling. Nice. Okay. What is Capricorn's current energy? We have fulfillment of wishes. Beautiful. That's the 9 of Cups. What is their challenge? Oh. Hope. That's the Star. And what do they need to know? Base chakra. Nice. It's the root chakra. That came up for Taurus's reading there, so you could have that in your chart or be connected to a Taurus. Sorry, not connected. Sorry, I say that for the love readings, but you could have Taurus in your chart. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have wisdom. This is Taurus energy, so there you go, further confirmation. This is the Hierophant. You could definitely be a dog person with the little doggy in the back there. So what I'm getting with this, Capricorn, is that you've recently come to understand your beliefs, right? What it is to have beliefs. What are your traditional values? What do you value in life? I feel like you've been coming to terms with that, and you've been wanting to make sure that you're surrounded by people who also value the same things as you, because, you know, Capricorns are very traditional in that sense. You guys do have very high morale, and again, very traditional zodiac sign. So I feel that you guys are tapping into a higher power right now, and it's making you wiser, and it's making you more aware of the type of people that are around you. And you're realizing, like, maybe I don't want to be associated with these people. I want to be surrounded by people that are also wise, right? So maybe some of you are old souls, or you could have friends that are older than you because of that reason, because you feel like you'd rather learn from people who have been through it than to have friends that are younger who have no idea what's going on, right? Yeah. And I feel like you could also be dating or wanting to date somebody older because you've had it with people that are your age. It's kind of what I'm getting there, because we have the 2 of Cups right underneath that too. Spiritual union. So you could be meeting your match right now, and you're recognizing that, like, where has this person been my whole life? Like, I'm starting to finally understand what it means to be with somebody just as wise as me. So that's beautiful. And that's the number 5, right? So big changes have been happening in your life too. And I feel like it's because you've been, like, spiritually ascending and spiritually awakening and, like, tapping into that right now. So let's get a clarification card for that. What has Capricorn been tapping into? What's been making Capricorn more wise? Wise beyond your years. Sorry. Okay. These cards are just hard to shuffle. Okay, just making sure that, you know what, I'm going to take it again, guys. Sorry. I thought I shuffled this deck. I did, but I don't know why the same cards are popping up for the ones I did for Taurus. Maybe you do have strong Taurus energy in your chart. There we go. Okay. But it was the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. And there's another card I already forgot. Sorry. So that could be of significance to you. All right. One card, please. What's making Capricorn wiser during this time? Nine of Swords. With the Two of Wands. So yeah, you're coming out of this energy. You guys have been kind of self-doubting, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of self-sabotage, nightmares even. And you're starting to recognize that, I don't want to say you only had yourself to blame, but you realize that you have the power to get yourself out of this energy. The Nine of Swords is all about anxiety and depression and thinking very low of yourself, overthinking a lot of situations that you don't need to be overthinking, overanalyzing yourself to oblivion, to the point of, again, insomnia. You could have been struggling with sleep, could still be struggling with sleep, and you're recognizing that, you're like, what are you doing? You know, like, what am I doing to myself? And that's what's making you get out of that energy. And that's part of the wake-up call that you had. It could have been a significant partner in your life that made you realize that, or you could have just figured that out on your own. But yeah, this is what's making you get out of your head, is that you're calling yourself out. That's what I'm feeling there. All right, so I'll leave that there. Yeah, and you made a decision, Two of Wands. You made a decision to move forward and not be stuck in that negative mindset. You're moving towards the sun instead. All right, so your current energy, Capricorn, is fulfillment of wishes, the Nine of Cups. So you went from the Nine of Swords to the Nine of Cups. So that's beautiful. All right, so whatever you're manifesting right now, whatever you're hoping to be fulfilled, it's going to be fulfilled. Okay, this Nine of Cups is like a shooting star when I see it. So you're manifesting. You're setting your intentions, and you're going to be granted your wishes. All right, what is Capricorn wishing upon a star about? The Fool, beautiful, a new beginning. You guys always get this card. Always, never fails. Yeah, look at that. I was just saying that. You're manifesting, the Magician. Manifesting a new beginning. Beautiful. You guys don't stop with the manifesting new beginnings. That's your wish. There's no other way to say that. Could have to do with love. It doesn't have to be, though. Could just be you opening up your heart chakra again. After being deceived and betrayed in the past, where it left you feeling like this. Right? You're coming out of connections that made you feel like the Nine of Swords. And you're moving into more fulfilled energy. And you want to have the strength to take those leaps of faith, right? I know Capricorns do overanalyze things. And you could be scared of manifesting something. But I feel like that's not who you are anymore. You're a new person, and that's like what you've always wanted. For a lot of you, you could be changing career paths, just starting all over again, and that could be really scary, but I applaud you for that, because it takes guts to do that. It takes guts to be the Fool sometimes, because I feel like people always want to be right, and they want to look a certain way. They want to look like they have all the answers, you know, but the Fool doesn't care about that. And I feel like that's what you guys have been wishing, is to just not take life so seriously anymore. So I really like that for you guys. All right, so your blockage, your current challenges is hope, the Star. So even though, you know, this is what you're manifesting, this is what you're hoping for or wishing for, there's always, you know, that sort of, I feel like this always creeps back in. This is a really hard energy to traverse, to overcome. So it's okay. It takes time. But I feel like that's kind of where this is the challenge, because there's always that little part of you that goes back into a negative, anxious thinking, and you struggle with having hope of the future. Right? But it's there. The hope is there. The fulfillment of wishes that you're seeking is there. You just have to think positively and make sure you're guiding your manifestations in the right direction, because you are the magician right now. So whatever you're manifesting is going to happen. Whether you manifest negatively or positively, that's entirely up to you. But I feel that you guys are recognizing more so that you need to think positively during this time. And you could be opening up yourself to new beginnings, more so than you have in the past. Why is, okay. Justice. Virgo just had this as their blockage too. So you could also have that in your chart with the Queen of Pentacles. That's your energy right there. Earth sign energy. So what I'm feeling here with this is that you're having trouble with having hope because you could be fearing that you're not going to live up to the expectation of the Queen of Pentacles, right? Like, this is who you want to be, but I feel that for some of you, you're kind of just hoping to be the Queen of Pentacles, right? To just kind of like wake up and like feel like that. But it doesn't happen like that. Like, you have to put in the work too, right? The Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing, very grounded, very stable, very loving, very caring. And you are all those seeing Capricorn. I'm not saying you're not, but I feel like you struggle with accepting that, right? With the Nine of Swords. And again, I feel like it's all just like a mental thing that you are the Queen of Pentacles, but there's this like lack of hope that doesn't let you believe it, right? Because then you have justice here, balance here as your challenge also within that. And I think what is refraining you from you feeling like the Queen of Pentacles is this balance within yourself. Not anybody else, just you. Because if you're waiting for someone else to tell you that you're the Queen of Pentacles, like you're the best, you know, motherly figure out there, like it's not from other people that you need to hear it. You need to tell it to yourself. And that's where this like balance could be throwing you off a little bit. Like, that's where that lack of hope is coming from, because if you don't believe that within yourself, someone telling you is not going to make that any better. You're just going to receive that compliment and then dismiss it very quickly and go back to thinking like this. So you have to work within yourself, Capricorn, before you can go around asking for others to give you that validation. You have to give the validation to yourself. That's what I'm feeling here. Yeah, with the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it's like you overthink it, you overanalyze yourself, but you never fully accept yourself. It's like you don't give yourself the pat on the back. Like, you never say like, you're doing great, Capricorn. Like, you guys need to give yourselves more credit than you normally do. Give yourself more credit, Capricorn, for sure. That's what I'm feeling here. Because you are doing all those things that you're hoping for, and you are the person who you want to be already. You just have to accept that. I hope that makes sense. But that's like the vibe I'm getting here. Okay. All right, so your challenge, sorry, that was your challenge. So what you need to know is the base chakra, the root chakra. So yeah, what you need to know, what you need to work on the most is grounding yourself, right? That's what the root chakra is all about. Okay, so if you don't meditate, this would be a great time to start meditating, because like I said, I feel like you're looking for answers or like looking for validation from external forces when it should be coming from within. Because if you don't feel that within yourself, if you don't feel home within yourself, you're never going to actually see the hope that's in front of you. And it's right there. It's like right there, Capricorn, but you're not seeing it. You're like wishing to see it, but it's like you can't wish to see it. You have to do the work and see it yourself. And it's because you're not grounded, you're not balanced within yourself. And that's what the root chakra is all about. It's like feeling home within yourself. I think like 90% of the population has a root chakra blocked. It's a really like difficult chakra to have open. Capricorns tend to have it open though, but I feel that it's like one or the other. Either it's sometimes it could be overexerted, right? It's like we can never have too much of a good thing, but there's some Capricorns that either have it blocked or it's like to the max, and that's depression right there. When you have it too much open or too active, sorry, that's the word I was looking for. When it's overactive, it's because it's not doing you any other favors either. It's like, there we go. When your root chakra is overactive, you fail to see the hope in the life. You fail to see like the intuition, or to trust your intuition. You fail to see what cannot be explained but felt. Yeah, and I feel like that's more Capricorn's issue sometimes, because you guys are so practical and materialistic. No offense, obviously. So it's like the hope is more like a crown chakra thing, right? Like more third eye, more intuition, more of a feeling. And that's why it could be a challenge, because if your root chakra is overextended, you could be struggling with believing in yourself, believing in that sense of like a higher power, right? So let's see, getting ahead of myself there. All right, we have the Hangman and the Knight of Pentacles popping out, but I wasn't ready, so give me a second. But yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, for sure. It's like, again, your earth energy right there. Okay. Why do they need to know about the root chakra? What do they need to know about it? The Eight of Cups, the Two of Swords. Yeah, so there could be something you need to walk away from. Yeah, I think it's like the things you tell yourself, or like the way you've been living your life. You need to walk away from everything you've known, Capricorn, everything that you think you know. It's like you need to walk away from that and tap more into this wisdom, the spiritual wisdom, right? The Hierophant is very spiritual, because that's what leaves you feeling like the Two of Swords, where you're indecisive about yourself. It's like you don't know left from right. Yeah, so you have to do things a little bit differently with the Eight of Cups. It's like you have to walk away from that. And so the Eight of Cups is looking for the Ninth Cup, right? And you have that right here. And I feel like you are in the process of already doing this. So that's why it's coming up is what you need to know, because you probably are already doing this. This could be confirmation for some of you. But yeah, it's like get out of your head space. This is head space. And get into your heart space. All right, believe in the light. Believe in what you can't physically see, but just feel it. Right, that's if your root chakra is overextended. If it's blocked, then it just means to ground yourself. But I'm kind of getting a more like overactive root chakra with you guys here. I think with, I think it was Taurus that the base chakra came up as a challenge. Sorry if I'm wrong, but that was more like a closed chakra that I felt there. But with you guys, I could feel that because the hope is as the challenge. I feel like a overactive root chakra could be that you failed to see the hope within your life, like what's in front of you. Okay, let me just get one more card for that, and then I'll end it there. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. This is that groundedness. This is feeling home within yourself. More Pentacles, yeah, see? And then the High Priest again. And then the Six of Pentacles right underneath that. Yeah, I feel like it's too much Pentacles. It's too much groundedness, right? We need more, like, celestial energy here than just practical energy, is what I'm feeling. And I feel like that's why you guys do want to take that leap of faith. You do want like a new beginning, because you could be tired of the mundane, of the practicalities of life, right? With the Ten of Pentacles, wanting to walk away from this feeling of always wanting to make sure you're taken care for, you know? It's like leaving the Ten of Pentacles behind, not in the sense of like just dropping your life altogether, but just like focusing on other matters. I feel like you guys have been focusing so much on like money and like a house and cars and you know what I mean? Like it's all just been like very on the surface, And now you guys are walking away from that to look for your 9th cup of a new beginning that has to do more with hope, right? Than just like this kind of stuff. The 10 of Pentacles is a great energy, but like what I'm getting here is that you're kind of just tired of that. You need to walk away from money and practicalities, like I said, and tap more into a heart space. All right. So I'm going to leave that there. I hope that made sense. And let's just finish it off with some fairy oracle cards over here. Let's see what they have to say to you guys. All right, spirits and fairies, what does Capricorn need to know? Final messages. Divination. Beautiful. I love that card. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Capricorn, this is you tapping more into a spiritual power, than you're used to. You're walking away from all this like mumbo jumbo noise of the 3D and tapping more into a higher power. It could be challenging for sure. Not saying it's easy, but that's what you're doing. And you need to know that you have the crystal clear answers of your situation. Embrace your powers of divination. Okay. Some of you could be scared of that. Scared of, the spiritual abilities that you have, but embrace it. Okay. Fairy spotting, it's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. Yeah, the fairy spotting card talks all about like everything that I just said. Like where people are more caught up in the day-to-day life rituals instead of, going within. Let me read that because I'm kind of being guided to do so for you guys. Give me 1 second while I pull out the book. Okay, fairy spotting. What's with an F? Just saw it. I just saw it. Okay. Have you ever seen a fairy? Maybe you have, but you tried to explain it away with the voice of reason. There we go, the voice of reason. I feel like that's what you guys have been telling yourselves most of your life. Or perhaps you're a fully fledged believer, or better still, a knower. You know fairies exist. Fairies can appear to us in many different ways. Being sensitive and open to experiences is helpful when fairy spotting, as it allows us to be more receptive to seeing the magical spirits of nature. They very often appear as flashes of light darting around wooded areas or gardens, or if you're really lucky, inside your home. They can also manifest just outside your line of sight, often in the corner of your field of vision, so you're not totally sure if there's anything there at all. Sometimes they can be felt intuitively, seen only in our mind's eye. They may also bring a flowery scent or an unusual smell They may also bring a flowery scent or an unusual smell, rather like toffee, apples, or popcorn. When they appear in their full form, it's a true privilege, for they're rightly wary of humans. You could try photographing fairies. Even if you can't see them with your own eyes, a camera can often pick up a fairy essence, which may appear as a beam of light or a tiny orb. The best place to do this is out in nature, either in your garden or in woodland. Midsummer's Eve is a particularly good time to look for fairies. You're most likely to see a fairy if you care about nature and the environment, as they will be more willing to connect with you. All right, Capricorn, so that is what I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that message. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that others can receive this message as well, and it helps support my channel, which I immensely appreciate. Please take care, guys, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.